we will decide how to, because number of participants is quite huge, quite large. So it is, though uh, it should be individually, I should know each of the participant, but it appears that there are, yesterday there were 165 participants. I don't know today how many will join. Till now, 132 persons, uh, 142 and
148. 148.
148 persons joined. Uh, Anyway, first of all, we will do our prarthana. Then I will take up the next uh, our conversation. I had yesterday uh, Hari Om had uploaded the prarthana mantras, both which is to be recited in the beginning and at the end. So I will recite the mantra. I hope you have seen those mantras. Yes, yes, this is being recorded, and you will find the recording later on. Just listen to what is being said in this class, then you will see how the recording reaches you. Om Vishwani Dev Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva Om Yang Medhang Deva Ganaha Pitaraschopausate Taya Mamadya Medhayagne Medhavinam Kuru Swaha Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Uh, as this prayer, this prarthana mantra is a Vedic mantra, and meaning has been given in Hindi. So those who do not understand Hindi, I will explain it English today. The meaning of this mantra, and I think still people are joining. So uh, anyway, at the end of the class, I will give certain instructions for our next meetings. So here is there are three stanzas. The first one, Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva. This is the prayer to the Surya Bhagavan, Savitri Deva. Savitah Deva. Savitri means Surya, the sun. The sun is prayed as God by us because Surya, through the rays of Surya, we please down your hands because this time please listen to it. At the end of the class, we'll answer your queries. Now, Om is the syllable which signifies the entire universe and the creation, and it before every Vedic mantra, Om is recited because Om is our pranam to the Brahma, and tasya vachakah pranavah, that which Brahma cannot be described anyway. So with the syllable Om, this we offer our pranam to Brahma, and then we start reciting the mantra. The Vishwani, the Deva Savita Duritani, this is a prayer to the sun. Uh, this which we so at the end of the our class, Shanti Mantram, that Devahu Shantirantariksham Shanti. This is the here also in Hindi it is given, so you can go through it. The Devahu means heaven, and Antariksh means the space between heaven and earth, and Prithvi means this world. And all this here peace may prevail. That means there should not be any disturbance in any respect. That is the prayer. Then Vanaspataya Prithvi Shanti, Apah Shanti, Roshadaya Shanti. This way, Apah means water, Oshadaya means this Vanaspati, Oshadaya means this plant which medicinal plants, that is Oshadaya, through which Ayurvedic medicines are prepared, that is called Oshadaya. And Vanaspataya means these are the like which this rice, etc., the which we grow and eat, that is Vanaspati. And all this should Shanti means this should be uh, uh, such that they should be good for us. That is the meaning. Then all these are it has meaning. Vishwa means all, and Devaha, those who like Devta, like those persons, and Brahma means this Vedas, and that Brahma which has manifested itself in the in this world, and Sarva means all the things, and they may provide peace to us. And lastly, everything, peace is recited for 3 times, that everything should be peace. That means unless there is peace, there's nothing can be done. In the when a person becomes ill, his peace is gone. He always thinks how to get rid of this whatever illness is giving him a problem. So whatever problem, when we face a problem, then our peace is gone, mental peace. Unless your mind is in peace, you cannot concentrate your mind to God. So this is the prayer for peace, so that you may concentrate your mind for God. So these are the two prayers which we will recite with our each class at the beginning and the end. Now I will have some other discussions with you. We have asked you the two books which were been prescribed for you. That is, one is Ashtadhyayi Sutra Patha, another is Dhatu Rup Nandini. Some persons have purchased this one, this bigger one, that's 800 rupees, this one. So if you have purchased this book, no problem, they both are the same. The difference is that this second version, which is of costing 800 rupees, it is containing more, the dhatus in more detail. In this book, this is small, this is easy to handle, that's why it was recommended. But in this book, each dhatu, their roop has been given in short. But in the second one, it has been given in detail. But content are the same in both. So those who have procured either of the two, both books are not required. Any one is sufficient. Now, our this uh, course which we will continue in this class, we will have to understand what we are going to study. As I said, that in our class, everyone, there are so many persons have joined now. It is difficult to communicate with each and everyone. I will speak to Mr. Hariom how to answer your questions and get the feedback and return your answers. But initially, what we have to understand that the what is the purpose of studying Vyakaran? What is Vyakaran? Sanskrit in Panini has given us five treatises, that five books have been given. That is called Upadesha. In ancient days, it was through Upadesh that knowledge was transmitted, not through books. The Guru said something and the pupils listened to it, they memorized it, understood it. This way the knowledge was transmitted. So then that was called Upadesha. So this Upadesha, how this Upadesha was transmitted, these are five Upadeshas. One is this Ashtadhyayi, second one is Dhatu Part, third is Gana Part, fourth is Unadi Kosha, and fifth one is Linga Anushasana. So what are these? We have got Ashtadhyayi Sutra Part, and second one is Dhatu Part. Dhatu Part is the book where the those words which we say Kriyavachi Shabd. In English they call it verb. But verb and dhatu is not the same thing. As I said, the Sanskrit words are difficult to translate in English. They do not convey the meaning. Dhatu is the name of the root word. From that one word, all the words are derived. In Sanskrit, there is not a single word which cannot be derived through the sutras. Please hear it attentively. In entire this Sanskrit language, there is not a single word which cannot be derived through sutras. So if each and every word has its root and it has its meaning. So that with that base meaning, some pratyas are added. There is a prakriti and pratyay, vibhaga. So Vyakaran means V plus Vyakaran means the analysis of the word. So how its analysis is done? Each word is broken down. So from the root word, you add pratyas. The prakriti means the original word, the root word, and pratyaya is the suffix which is added to it, and then the word is formed. So every word has its prakriti and pratyaya. So this way, uh, this is the study of Vyakaran. Grammar, as we understand in English language, grammar and Vyakaran are not the same thing. In English grammar, you have certain systems that this thing is to be said like this, that way. But Vyakaran is based on sutras. So we will study these sutras, how through these sutras these words are derived. That we will try to understand. So now this, and then there is other things, Ganapat, Unadikosh, Linganushasana, etc. On this we will not go right now. So Dhatu Part is a book where all the those root words are given by Panini. And the Dhatu Rup Nandini is based on that Dhatu part, and it has been just elaborated with the certain things. It has been given the what kind of dhatu it is. We will study it in due course gradually and come to understand what all this means. And then we have to understand what is the meaning of the this Vyakaran. In this uh, Ashtadhyayi, you it, written is Shabda Anushasanam. Shabda Anushasan means discipline. How these words are being disciplined. I mean to say that in Sanskrit, no one can do anything with any word on his own. Everything has to be done through these sutras. That is why Sanskrit could not be uh, uh, did not there was in thousands of years there is no change in Sanskrit language. It remains the same. Many languages came and vanished. They, but Sanskrit remains the same and will remain till the end, because Sanskrit is a language of Vedas which is divine. So it will, and our ancient acharyas have done so much work on it. It will continue to stay with us till the end of this world. So only this language was there in the beginning and will remain till the last. Now, what I want to say, this Shabdanushasana. What is a Shabda? Shabda means a word. Word, this, whatever I am speaking, when you join some words, that becomes a sentence. But how a word is formed? Word is formed through letters. Now, all this have to done through some system. So that is called Shabdanushasana. Now, Panini says that the word is of four types. Shabda Chaturvidham. Shabda Shabdasa Prakara Chatwara. I think some people understand Sanskrit. If I speak in Sanskrit in between. So I have asked that those who are studying in this class must be having the knowledge of Devanagari script, because your Ashtadhyayi is written in that script. And there are many words which will come, which cannot be translated. In sutras, there are some certain things will come which cannot be translated, which will gradually come to you, and you will have to, with very patience and perseverance, you will have to continue in this class. Right now, there are more than about 165 persons in this class. Uh, uh, I hope, I don't know how many will remain till the end. My experience is, by the time even half of the course is done, half of the people leave. So it is uh, because unless you have that perseverance to hold on, whether you understand or don't understand, you have to hold on to it. And it is, if you keep on patience and hold on to it, then definitely you will understand. And we will try our best to give you in the simplest way, because people think that Vyakaran is very difficult. But once you go through the process, which we will be studying, you will find that it is not that difficult. So now this, what I was saying, the Shabda. What is Shabda? Shabda are four types, Prakar Chatushtayam. One is Naam, Sangya, name. That is, which is you call in English noun. Noun is what? You give a name to everything, like a place has their names, like Kashi, Ayodhya, Lucknow, etc. etc. There are names of plants. There's a tree, fruit. Fruits have their names. Then there are names of rivers, names of persons. So everything has a name to identify it. So that is called Sanya. In Sanskrit, that is called Sanya, the noun. You will come across it. This is one type of words. And second type of word is, which in English you call verb. Now in Sanskrit it is called akhyat or kriya. That is, in English, as you say, go, write, which signifies an action. So these types of words which signifies action. So this is called kriya, akhyat, kriya vachi shabda. These kriya vachi shabda, uh, they they are called dhatu or akhyat. These are the nomenclatures of Sanskrit. Dhatu means those words which signify an action, like writing, doing, playing, singing, talking, reading. These are all the words which signify some action. So these are the second type of words. Akhyat, naam, akhyat. The naam is the name, noun. Akhyat is the kriyavachi shabda, that is the which signifies an action. And third type is uh, upasarga. Upasarga means there are certain type of words which come and add to it, which you call prefix, which comes and connects with the this kriyavachi shabd, dhatu, which connects with the dhatu and gives it some other meaning. For example, there is a dhatu, hri dhatu. From that hri dhatu, harah iti shabdah tatra vitpanna bhavati, harah. तेन स यदा उपसर्गान् योजयामि तदा कीदृशाः शब्दाः उत्पन्ना भवन्ति, यथा आहारः, विहारः, प्रहारः, संहारः. So many words. तेन एते शब्दाः नूतनाः तत् आगच्छन्ति. उपसर्गेण धात्वर्थः बलात् अन्यत्र नीयते. उपसर्गेण धात्वर्थः, धातोः अर्थः बलपूर्वकेण अन्यत्र नीयते. धातुः अर्थः भिन्नः भवति उपसर्गेण. When this type of upasarg is connected, prefix is connected with a dhatu, its meaning becomes different. So this type of words are there. This was called upasarga, which joins with a dhatu as a prefix and gives a different meaning. So these type of words are called upasarga. Then there are some words that are called nipat. Nipat means those words which do not have any declension, which for nam and dhatu there are different formations. In the noun, as which we have just considered, sangya, which is called sangya, it has pulling, striling, napumsakling in Sanskrit. Pulling means masculine gender, striling means feminine gender, and napumsakling neutral gender. These are the three genders in which these names are taken. And then there is singular, dual, and plural. Ekvachan, dvivachan, bahuvachanam. Ekvachan means when you speak about a single person or a thing, and dvivachanam means two, and bahuvachanam means more than two. This system of dvivachanam is available in Sanskrit language, and no other Indian language is having that. I don't know about foreign languages, but I know in English it is not there because I know English. No other foreign language I am aware of whether they have this kind of system or not. But this uh, and there are seven vibhaktis. Vibhakti, which is in English, they have translated as declension. I have told you that many things cannot be translated, but in past, to simplify things, people have tried to translate. So vibhakti is called declensions in English, which we will come to try to explain later. So now this is the system of nama. And secondly, dhatu, this kriyavachi shabda. There also there is a pratham purush, madhyam purush, uttam purush, which is called in English third person, first person, etc., etc. There is also ekvachan, dvivachan, bahuvachan. There is these are the variations, formations of these words. But nipat is that kind of words which has neither pulling, striling, napumsakling, which has no kala timing. For kriyavachi shabda, that is the verb which is called dhatu, there is a timing, vartaman kal, bhut kal, bhavishyat kal. There is a different type of words are used in the same root. You use differently to donate whether it is the work is done at present or it was done in past or will be done in future. So them same dhatu uh, speaks with the pratyay, with the help of pratyay, gives us the meaning whether it is being done presently or was done in past or will be done in future. यथा पठ पठ एक धातु अस्ति पठति वर्तमान काल अर्थात in present अपठत भूतकाल what has been read and patishyati is bhavishyat kal which will be read which is not yet done. The what is present tense? Present tense means the work which you have started but has not yet completed, has not ended. That is present tense. And the work which has ended, it has gone into the past. And work which has not yet started is future. The Nipat and Avyay are the same thing. So we will slowly come to it. So you have not to confuse anything with this. Nipat and Avyay are the same thing, which we will slowly understand. So Nam, Dhatu, Upasarg, Nipat. These four type of words are there. So all these four type words we will study and see how these are formed and how they work and bear their meaning. So these four type of words we will when we will study, we will give you the once we start studying these words through our sutras, we will see how these things change with the how to derive these words. I mean to say, that is called Siddhi in Sanskrit. Siddhi katham karani. Siddhi means nirvachanam. Uh, When a word, for a root word, we start, uh, suppose we have, as I said, patha is a dhatu. The root word, mool shabda patha. But it will bear its meaning only when a pratyaya gets connected with it. Pratyaya means which comes behind. Pathati. T is connected with this, then it becomes meaningful and can be used. So pathati, pathatha, pathanti. This is the way we present in present tense. Similarly, apathat, apatatam, apathan, this comes in past tense. The patishyati, patishyata, patishyanti, this comes in future tense. These tenses are given in English language, but in Sanskrit they are called lakaras. Lakar means why they are called lakaras. This we will understand in due course. Presently, what you have to do is that, as I have told you, that you have to, in this Ashtadhyayi book, you have uh, you have to, as I told yesterday, that you have to procure two notebooks, I mean that registered type books, and I will show you in our next class how to use those books, and then we will slowly progress, and we will see how these words are derived from the root words, and then not only these root words, there are the noun, the shabda, like Striling, Pulling, Napumsakling, these words in all the declensions of the vibhaktis, how these words are derived, these will also be studied. And you will understand how the meaning is changing itself. And when you go to the original meaning of the word, and secondly, pronunciation, uchcharan. Uchcharan अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण. उच्चारणे भेद भवति चेत तर्हि अर्थः परिवर्तते. If pronunciation is there is any fault in pronunciation, then the meaning will change. This is Sanskrit. So uchcharan has to be very clear, very precise. For that, we will give you some exercises how to correct our pronunciation. For that, we will see that these pronunciations are done in a how the which we in English you call consonant and vowels. In Sanskrit they are called vyanjan or swara. Swara means those which are being pronounced without any help, like e, u, which do not require any help from either. But you cannot pronounce a vyanjan without the help of a swara, like pa. Pa is you are pronouncing pa, your both the lips join. But unless the lips open and a is joined with it, pa cannot be pronounced. Your lips remain closed. Pa cannot be pronounced only when a is joined with it and your lips open. Then only pa is pronounced. The same thing with all व्यंजन. जितने भी व्यंजन है, all those व्यंजन, ये व्यंजन शब्द व्यंजन व्यंजना सन्ति, तेषाम् उच्चारणं स्वरेण विना न भवति. स्वरयुक्ताः एव व्यंजनस्य उच्चारणं भवितुमर्हति. यथा क इत्यस्य उच्चारणं यदा स्वरः यदा न युज्यते, क इत्यस्य उच्चारणं न भवति. तद्वत् क ख ग घ एतेषाम् उच्चारणं स्थानमपि भवति. उच्यते उच्चारण स्थानं, the place of pronunciation. Ucharana sthana means where from these uh, letters are being pronounced. In English, they say guttural, palatal, like this. Uh, Kantaha, means that is in English they call it guttural. Kantaha, ka, kha, ga, gha, ha. They are pronounced from throat. The throat means there is a movement in your throat when you pronounce ka. Similarly, when you pronounce cha, your tongue touches your upper portion of your mouth, that palate. This is called palate. So they are called palatal. The upper portion of your mouth is called palate. When your tongue touches the palate, that is called talu. In Sanskrit, that is called talu. They are called talavya. Those letters which are pronounced by when your tongue touches the talu, they are called talavya. So they which are those words? Cha, cha, ja, jha, ya. So these are called vargikarana. Varga, kavarga, chavarga, pavarga. So these are been classified like this. So where from, in which place of your mouth these letters are being pronounced. This is very scientific. And this way they have, in Sanskrit, we have classified the pronunciation of each letter. So once you understand which letter is pronounced from which portion of your mouth, then your pronunciation becomes correct. Unless we have different kind of pronunciation in different part of our country. Ka, this ka in Bengal is pronounced as ka. In Haryana, other somewhere it is called car, somewhere it is called care. Sign like this. Uh, I don't know any South Indian language, so I cannot say about it. So there is a difference in pronunciation in every part of our country. But the original pronunciation is in Sanskrit, which is to be understood from which part of your mouth this letter is originating, whether it is from throat or from palate or from lips, like that. These we will slowly come around. So now when you join this Vyanjan or Swar, when they are joined, then only you can pronounce a letter. And these letters, when they become, they form a figure that is called Varana. In Devanagari script, you are writing Ka. So there is a particular figure that is called Varana. When you see that figure, you come to understand this is to be pronounced like this, Ka. So Varana or Akshar, like this means the same. Aksharaha, which we pronounce, Ucharanam Bhavati, and Varanaha, which is written in there is the form that is called Varana. So Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, these are there are forms are there. That is called Devanagari. So these are to be written like that, and they are called Varana. And these, when we uh, say these things, so once we have to separate this. Like when we say ka, that means a is corrected with this. And when we separate this a from ka, then there is a cut, sign of cut given in the bottom, that is called hal chinna. So that means the a is removed from that. So for example, we can take one word, ka la ma, ka la ma. Ka is in ka there is a is there, la is also a is there, and in ma also a is there. Now, if you remove a from that last one ma, then how it will be pronounced? Kalam. Then your lips are not opening. Kalama. When you say ma, your lips have opened. That means a is connected with it. Now kalam, lips are not opening. That means has been removed. Similarly, if you remove from la, how it will be pronounced? Kalma. Ma is complete. Ma is per lakar. La, from la, has been removed. So how it will be pronounced? Kalma. Kalma. Now remove the from ka. Klama. Like this, you can see that how these things are pronounced in one after another. When you remove akar from the varna, then it becomes halchan yukta, and it is like that. It's called vyanyan. When any letter which is with the which is shown the halchan at the bottom, that is called vyanyan. That means the swar has been, the has been removed. Now after removing if you join some other swar like e, then it becomes ki. Then you give a different type of sign to it. Or e is joined to the, then we pronounce as ki. And if you join with swara u, then it becomes ku. Then ka, ki, ku, like this they are pronounced. When you join the swara with the vyanjan, then only it can be pronounced. If there is no swara, ka cannot be pronounced. That is vyanjan. We have to understand what is swara and vyanjan before we start to read any Sanskrit text. So first of all, we will study, and then what we understand in this, the kind of letters and words which we uh, read in this, we will study in this system. Once we participate in any conversation in Sanskrit, then this, as I said, uchcharan, pronunciation is very much important. And if the pronunciation is not correct, then the meaning can become different. So we will have to pronounce it correctly, and for that, practice is required. So we will see how these things are to be pronounced properly. In our next class, I will upload certain material which we will see, and we will go ahead in that way, and we will see how these things are uh, done. Initially, many of you have studied Sanskrit, I know, but when you have come to my class, now you will start from beginning. You will have to because many have studied, many have not studied. So those who already know some Sanskrit, they should not think that we know. I know all these things. So what is the use of this? But you will find that many such things will come along which you have not studied previously or not thought about. They are very minute things which uh, we are unable to give proper attention to it and take it along. But when we understand it properly, then we come to know that how these things, very small thing, but they are very important, and we will have to study it like that. And we will slowly go ahead in this, and we will find it interesting subject, and we will take you along this step by step. And after some time, this is the introductory lessons which we are giving you, and after some time, when we will enter Ashtadhyayi, then you will see your real study will start when we enter Ashtadhyayi. But before entering Ashtadhyayi, some preparations are to be done. अष्टाध्यायी मध्ये प्रवेशः तदा भवितुमर्हति यदा तस्य पूर्व सज्जता करणीया, पूर्व सज्जता भवति। पूर्व सज्जता किं? तस्य विषये सम्यक् ज्ञानं, वर्णं किमस्ति, तत्र सूत्राणि कति प्रकाराणि भवन्ति, तद्विषये वयं जानीमः, चर्चां पठामः। सूत्रस्य विषये अपि चर्चा करणीया, तद्विषये अपि आगामी सत्रे, आगामी कक्षायां वदिष्यामि। इदानीम् अस्यां कक्षायां शब्दविषये चर्चा कृता। शब्दः प्रकारचतुष्टयः: नाम, आख्यात, उपसर्ग, निपातः इति वयं ज्ञातवन्तः। नाम किं? तत् संज्ञा, कस्यचित् वस्तु, स्थान वा किमपि वस्तु भवति, सः स्थानं भवितुमर्हति, अपि मनुष्यः वा जीव प्रकृति तद् भवितुमर्हति, यथा समुद्रः, पर्वतः, नद्याः, मनुष्यः, पशवः इत्यादि सर्वे नाम, आख्यात, उपसर्ग, निपात एते शब्दचतुष्टयं भवति। एते नाम इत्यस्य प्रकारः किं? नाम, सर्वप्रथम नाम विषये चर्चां कुर्मः। नाम किं? संज्ञा। तस्य लिङ्गत्रयं भवति: पुल्लिङ्ग, स्त्रीलिङ्ग, नपुंसकलिङ्ग। पुनश्च एकवचन, द्विवचन, बहुवचन। पुनश्च सप्त विभक्तयः। एते नामस्य नाम संज्ञा शब्दस्य प्रकाराः। अनेन संज्ञा शब्देन तत्र पुल्लिङ्ग शब्दाः भवति, तेषु अपि किं भवति? हलन्त शब्दाः सन्ति, अजन्त शब्दाः सन्ति। अजन्त किं? यत् ये शब्दानां पृष्ठे स्वरः भवति ते अजन्त शब्दाः इति उच्यन्ते। यथा राम, म इत्यस्य अन्ते अकारः अस्ति। पुनश्च सुगण, तत्र हलन्त शब्दः। हलन्त मीन्स् व्यञ्जन, व्यञ्जन यस्य अन्ते भवति तत् हलन्त शब्दः इति उच्यन्ते। हल्, हल् किमस्ति तद् वयम् अग्रे जानीमः। हल्, अच् इत्यादयः प्रत्याहाराः सन्ति। प्रत्याहारसूत्राणां विषये अपि पठामः अग्रे। केनचित् हस्त उत्तोलितः। किं नाम अस्ति महोदय? शैलेन्द्र कुमारः। शैलेन्द्र महोदय, किमपि प्रश्नम् इच्छति वा? Chaitanya and two more have raised their hands. Many people have raised their hands. So let me answer your questions. 5 minutes left. Please, please open your mic. Unmute your mic and ask your question. Mr. Shailendra, first one by one. Mr. Shailendra, ask your question. Mr. Shailendra, are you listening? You have raised your hand. अच्छा, कि किम नाम अस्ति? KI
4 प्रकार के होते हैं, वो मैं लिख नहीं पाया।
हाँ शैलेंद्र जी बताइए। हाँ मिस्टर शैलेंद्र,
शब्द 4 प्रकार के होते हैं, वो मैं लिख नहीं पाया।
शब्द नाम, आख्यात, उपसर्ग, निपात, ये सब आपको लिखा हुआ मिल जाएगा। अभी आपको नोट, आपका डायरी देखिए।
पुस्तक नहीं है।
कोई बात नहीं, आपको इस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में we will upload certain material, study material you will receive in written form in this group. जो आपके पास पुस्तक में जो नहीं है वो बातें आपको यहाँ पर these things you will get in the written form in this group. हाँ, KI, what is the full name? Kiran.
किरण नेगी जी।
Please ask your question. Unmute your mic.
महोदय चत्वारः प्रकाराः सन्ति प्रत्ययः कुत्र कुत्र आगच्छन्ति
न प्रत्यय शब्दः नास्ति प्रत्ययः शब्देषु न आगच्छति प्रत्ययः भिन्नम् एतत् केवल शब्दस्य प्रकारचतुष्टयं नाम आख्यात् उपसर्ग निपातः प्रत्ययस्य कार्यं किमस्ति तद् अग्रे वयं पठामः
धन्यवादः
साईराम किं प्रष्टुमिच्छति साईराम महोदय
Mother, not at registered through to this Ashtadhyayi. So how can I register this to this channel?
You are not in this channel.
No, not at registered.
Okay, you contact with Mr. Hariom, our admin. Give your name and telephone number. He will connect you with this group. Okay. Or
Okay.
you.
What are the books which I had to buy now?
You can join this group, no problem, because today is the first lesson. At this stage, one can join. In between, if we continue for 3-4 class, thereafter we will not allow anyone to join. Till now, today you can join. So you send your telephone number, your name to Mr. Hariom Rai. You will get his name as admin, and he will join you in the group. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And what are the books which you need to buy now?
That you will that will be informed to you. You first join the group, and Mr. Hariom will inform you. Chaitanya, what is your question? Namaste.
So my question is, when we say that this is Panini Vyakarana, that also means there are other types of Vyakaranas, so Aindram, Chandram and all those. So when we read Sanskrit Vyakarana through Panini, so does it mean it is different from other Vyakaranas, or we will still get the same understanding of the language?
Actually, Panini has comprised all the other Vyakarana. There were many Vyakaran schools before Panini. So Panini has assimilated all those, and after Panini, Panini has become then on Panini's Ashtadhyayi, Patanjali has written Mahabhashya, and Kaptan has also given some, whatever was left out, it was done by Patanjali and Kaptan. So by these three, the Vyakaran has been finally everything has been pramanik. What is called Ashtadhyayi has become praman. The works of previously done by other Vyakaranas, they have been assimilated in Panini Ashtadhyayi. In Ashtadhyayi itself, 10 names come of forerunners, the previous Vyakaranas. So we will see. And all this has been taken. So other works have almost lost. So if we study Panini, that is accepted as proof. Now no other Vyakaran is taken as proof. Now if you have to prove, say that what is correct or wrong, you have to go to Panini Ashtadhyayi. If it is as per Ashtadhyayi, then it is correct. If not, then it is not accepted. That's all.
Mahadaya, one more thing is, you mentioned every word can be derived from the dhatu. I heard there is a difference in opinion, like some believe you cannot derive some words like ditta from the dhatus, and so is it, I don't know, I don't have enough knowledge, so I want to know, is it true that we can derive all the words from the dhatus, or is it?
We will you study whatever we study, then slowly you will understand. In the beginning, you cannot go through all this. You will have to understand. You enter into little bit of Vyakaran, then slowly you will understand how these are derived and why this is said. First, you will have to understand how these words are derived. So once you understand that, then only you can form your opinion. Okay. Mr. Manish, you wanted to ask something?
जी जी आचार्य, मैं ये जानना चाहता था, अभी आपने निपात के बारे में बताया है, क्या ये निपात का तात्पर्य आपका टेंस से था, जो अंग्रेजी में टेंस बोलते हैं?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, निपात ऐसे शब्द होते हैं जैसे च, एव, जैसे आप इंग्लिश में कहते हैं ना एंड,
कंजंक्शन।
तो दीज आर कॉल्ड निपात विच हैज नो च, न, आम, जैसे विच हैज नो डिक्लेंशंस, जिसका कोई लिंग नहीं होता, स्त्रीलिंग, पुल्लिंग, नपुंसकलिंग, ऐसा कोई लिंग नहीं होता, कोई काल नहीं होता। तीनों लिंगों में, तीनों कालों में जो हमेशा एक जैसे ही रहते हैं वो निपात कहलाते हैं।
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद,
ठीक
थैंक
है।
यू।
हाँ हर्ष, आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे? हर्ष।
धन्यवाद महोदय। हर्ष पद्मनाभन, it comes in a short form over there. I have two questions. The first one is in the very beginning when you mentioned there are 5 Upadesha and Ashtadhyayi and Dhatu part that I collected, understood, but I could not write down the 3rd, 4th and 5th, which were the names.
We will speak then again in next class. Okay?
Okay.
Today,
I understand. I will wait for that. No problem. I have another, I need a clarification in one thing. Varna that you have mentioned, Varna is an Akshara. Am I correct to understand? Which is a Sanya. And then when that combines with Swara, then it becomes the Akshara or complete Varna, or that is something different that I did not understand. It's a Varna is what? Is a letter, or Varna is the Akshar, or Varna is the combination of Swara and Vyanjana that becomes the letter, that is the Varna.
Varna means the form of the letter. You write ka like this, there is a figure, that is called Varna.
No, that is a halant ka that we write, or any kind of a letter that we
yes,
write.
any kind of write, that is called Varna.
Any kind of letter.
Yes, that is called Varno Charanam. Varno Charanam. Varna se Charanam katham karani. Varna, what is written in front of you, how to pronounce that? The written material is called Varna.
So this is just like a phonetics in English that we say that whatever the letter, how will you pronounce that particular letter, and that is what is the Varna?
Varna was the written form of that. What you are pronouncing, its written form is Varna. The ka you are pronouncing. How to write that ka? That written form is called Varna.
Okay, now that is a very twisting question, because when you say write ka, so now and you said write Varna ka, so now I'm wondering whether I'm supposed to write a halant ka plus a, or should I just write the ka, like which understood as a combination of ka and a together. Like it is a very twisting, very, very difficult question you are asking me, sir.
The ka is
What is the clarification I'm asking for?
You will get this clarification gradually. This cannot be in the
No, because I started writing the sutra, the way you explain, there is a form of a definition, and then that definition lead me to the further when you were giving the explanation of the halant cow combined with a, and then I said, okay, so then how what is the way of what is varna? That became my primary question.
The Varna means the form of that letter, and we will explain it again in our next classes. Slowly we will come to this. Today is only introductory lecture, and slowly we will come into the details, and then this will become clear to you. In one lecture, everything cannot become clear, and you will have to attend my classes, and slowly things will become clear, because there are many other things also which has been not told today.
एतत् प्रश्न तर्क कथम् अस्ति अहं न अवगतम्।
किं न अहं वदामि यत् अपरस् इदानीं केवल प्राथमिकी चर्चा आसीत् वयं कृतवन्तः अग्रे पुनः अस्माकं या कक्षा भविष्यति तत्र शनैः शनैः एतेषां स्पष्टीकरणं भविष्यति तदा सम्यक् सम्यक् रीत्या सर्वं स्पष्टं भविष्यति एकस्मिन् दिने सर्वं स्पष्टं न भवति धैर्यं स्थापयतु कक्षायाम् आगच्छतु नियमितरूपेण यदा अहम् उक्तवान्
धन्यवाद. In the interest of time, I understood, sir. But I have last question. The initial prayer. Now, I know you said 3 different prayers. I understood the Sahana Vatu, I know. And the last one, the Om Shanti, Rakshat Shanti, Tapa Deva, Vanaspati Shanti, those lyrics I know. But this Vishwani Devi, that I don't have a lyrics, and because I don't have a lyrics, I don't know how to say it. So, are we going to get the lyrics of these prayers?
So I prayed in the beginning. So you again next class you listen to, then you will.
It's very difficult, sir. If I do like to have a lyrics first, and then I know how to go sing with you or understood. So lyrics would be wonderful.
Anyway,
I know I don't want to go forward.
You will have to listen to it and.
Sir, other can leave the class, sir. Other can leave.
Just a moment, we will do the Shanti part, then we will leave today and we will meet next Friday again. Then we will start. Join me with the Shanti part and then we will leave. Okay? No one should leave.
उसका फीडबैक मिल जाएगा.
हाँ सब मिलेगा. आप धैर्य रखिए और क्लास में आते रहिए और धीरे धीरे होगा. एक ही दिन में सब नहीं होता. आज पहला
रिकॉर्डिंग
शांति पाठ पुनः वयम् आगामि शुक्रवासरे मिलामः तदा तावत्पर्यन्तं पुनः तदा किञ्चित् स्टडी पाठसामग्री अपि गमिष्यति अस्मिन् ग्रुप् मध्ये तद् भवद्भिः द्रष्टव्यं. दृष्ट्वा पठित्वा आगच्छतु. आगामी कक्षायां सर्वं स्पष्टं भविष्यति. समस्या नास्ति.
धन्यवाद महोदय.
अद्य समाप्तम्.
सब मिल जाएगा. आप बाद में मैसेज करिएगा मुझे.
करिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. धैर्य रखिए, आराम से पढ़िए. ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि. ओम शांति शांति शांति. नमो नमः. पुनर्मिलामः.
धन्यवादाः. शुभदिनं.
कतिदिनानि प्रचलिष्यति?
धन्यवादः महोदय.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.
कतिदिनानि प्रचलिष्यति? पुनः शुक्रवासरे वा?
शुक्रवासरे शनिवासरे च भविष्यति.
अस्तु. श्वः अस्ति तर्हि. पुनः शुक्रवासरे
भविष्यति.
For me, it is Thursday and Friday because I'm in New York.
इसका फीडबैक मिल जाएगा आज.
Yeah, due to the time difference, it's going to be Thursday, Friday for me.
Varna means akshara, madam. Varna means letter. Sorry.
भवन्तः कृते गुरुवासरे तथा शुक्रवासरे प्रचलिष्यति भगिनी.
Okay, thank you. Varna means letter.
आप everyone.
दिनद्वयं सप्ताहे दिनद्वयं खलु?
Everyone, please notice that you have any queries, write down in the notepad, and you can ask in next class, or via text message. You
सर
can,
हम इसका फीडबैक चाहते हैं जिससे कि हम अध्ययन कर सके एक हफ्ता।
आपको सब मिलेगा सर। आचार्य जी के अपनी प्रक्रिया है, आप उसके जरिए रूबरू होते जाएंगे, आपको प्राप्त होता जाएगा। जो अभी तक आपको बात हुई है आप उसको जो है लेके चलिए, आचार्य जी सारा कुछ गाइड करेंगे। थैंक यू।
हरिओम महोदय, मेरा पूरा नाम बराबर है।
यस यस, मैंने आपका नाम मैंने नोट कर लिया है। यस 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 यस।
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद।
कब लगेगी? आप कल नहीं लगेगी?
नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे, नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे,
नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे।
धन्यवाद महोदय।
धन्यवाद। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू एंड दिस मीटिंग। थैंक यू सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः।
नमो नमः। नमो नमः।
महोदय।